Oh my god, I wasn't recording! Darn it, Leila! Guys, I swore I hit record! I know I did! Oh my god, this will make a funny outtake. Hey guys, I'm Leila. So today we have an Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss showcase courtesy of US and also Mulletreaver. They worked together to make this comp work for US, and Mulletreaver currently has the world record for this comp that we're going to run today, which is the Infiniti Shield comp. It includes 2 Krisk, Brogni, Hellborn, Sprite, and Corpulent Cadaver. So before we go and run that comp, which I believe does take about a half hour, we're going to go check out the champ's abilities and I'll show you their masteries. All right, first up in this comp is we have Brogni. Now this Brogni happens to be a +1. It doesn't really matter, it's okay. Now, what we have here for Brogni is we have a reflex set. So he's in a 4-piece reflex set. And he also happens to be in a 2-piece crit damage set. So let's go check out his stats. Now for him, his speed's at 188. We do have him at 72% crit, his 135 accuracy. His HP's at 47,000, attacks at 3,600, and defense is at 2,500. He is fully booked, so I just want to confirm that he is fully booked. And here's his masteries along with his T6. All right, and then here we have 2 Krisks. So the first one we're going to start with is the fast Krisk, as you can say, fast boy. Is that what we're going to call him in this one? We're going to call him fast boy. So you're going to see here that this Krisk has 1 speed set and then also has a stalwart set. And here are his stats. So you're going to see here that his speed's at 290. So this is fast boy, right? 290. Low crit, 289 accuracy. 55,000 HP, 1,500 attack, and 5,300 defense. Fully booked. And masteries. So you're going to see here that the T6 happens to be for defense. So that is fast Krisk. Here is slower Krisk. So this Krisk happens to be in a guardian set. You can see guardian set. And also in perception. Now, stats for this one is 246 speed, again, low crit, 277 accuracy, 42,000 HP, 1,600 attack, and 6,000 defense. Fully booked, and here are the masteries, and same thing with the defense for T6. All right, next up we have Hellborn Sprites. Hellborn Sprite. So this one is in a shield set. You're gonna see that Hellborn Sprite's in a shield set and a 2-piece perception. And here are the stats. So 268 speed, low crit damage, accuracy is 313, 35,000 HP, 2,700 attack, and 3,300 defense. Hellborn Sprite is fully booked. And here are the masteries, with the T6 being decreased damage all allies receive, and the champion receives the damage instead as the T6. And the last one in this comp, last but not least, is Corpulent Cadaver. Now, Corpulent Cadaver, you guys can see here, is in 1 stalwart set and also looks like 2 mixed pieces. The stats are 195 speed, not crit capped, 125 accuracy, 45,000 HP, 1,500 attack, and 5,000 defense. Corpulent is also fully booked, so again, everybody here is fully booked. And masteries for the T6, here we are. All right, so we just looked at the 5 champs that are in this comp. We checked out their gear, we checked out their speeds, because again, there's very little flex in the speed. We checked out their masteries, so let's head on over and run it in Clan Boss. All right, here we are in Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, and we do have a preset. So here's the Infiniti team. We're gonna take a look at their presets. So this one happens to be, this is slow Krisk. You're gonna see that there's the little defense shield on him. This is slow boy in this case, right? This is slow boy. So you're gonna see that we have Centuried Vigor is gonna be his 1, which is the ally protect, continuous heal. And we do have the invincible shell shut off. Fast Krisk, Centuried Vigor, same thing. All right, this time, this is how we're set up. Hellborn Sprite, Transmuter on 1, which is increased crit rate buff on allies for 2 turns. Brogni, Cavern's Grasp is going to be 1. Here we are for Resilient Glow as well. And the Corpulent Cadaver, basically all we have is Crushing Mass. Inflicts additional damage if this champ is under a shield. The damage equal to 30% of the value of the shield. Okay? So this is how the presets are set up. We have them checked, and this is going to be full auto. We know there's no aura skill. That's okay. Let's go. And here we go. The Krisk position matters a little bit, you believe? Okay, so we do have Slow Boy in lead then, which is the defense one. But here we go. Nice, nice. All right, so it'll be fun to see how much damage can be done. Now, what ends up happening is between turn 60 to 65, we're gonna have the shield falling off of Brogni. So I'll probably have to shut off the auto and use Brogni's A3. Put a shield back on. And then it should just fix itself after that. Yeah, look at all those shields, right? Look at all those shields. Got shields. Yeah, if you guys are just coming in, we are doing a showcase thanks to US and Mulletreaver. This is the Infiniti shield comp. You guys see it's 2 Krisks, Brogni, Hellborn Sprite, and Corpulent Cadaver. And we'll see how much damage we can do. Now, I believe US shared a screenshot with me and he did 200 mil. I think was your best, right? We're on turn 39, 32 mil. Look at those shields, guys. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, you could barely see any health. It's like basically all shields. It's insane. That's insane, isn't it? It's crazy. Yeah, those are some massively chunky shields. Oh my lord, massively chunky. Yeah, and we're just pointing out, did you see what Corpulent just did? 500,000 hits. Watching Corpulent attacks. That was a little weaker there. However, he is getting some 500,000 hits. If you guys just tuning in, this is US. Look at that. 576,000 on Corpulent right there. If you guys just tuning in, this is US's accounts. He and Mullet kind of speed tuned and worked this out. That's some really good hits there from Corpulent. Look at that, 592. That's insane. Okay, turn 50, we're at 48 mil on turn 50. So we have to watch out for is, and probably maybe like 10 turns, we gotta watch Brogni. When Brogni's shield drops, I gotta shut off the auto, and then we gotta do his A3. Okay, so we are into turn 62, watching Brogni. Okay, hang on. What are we looking for here? One second. So what's going on, guys, is they're talking about in between turns 60 to 65, Brogni's shield falls off. So that's why I stopped here to show you guys. Yep, that's why I stopped. So what you're going to see is, you know, Krisk has two shields. Hellborn's got 2. He only has 1, so 1 shield fell off. And then Corpulent has 2. That's why I stopped it quickly on Brogni. So what we'll do is we're going to end up using his A3. And now we can go back on auto. There we go. So now we should be good. There you go. That's why I stopped it. I want to make sure I could show you guys that. Because you can see it here on the bar. Okay, so we're at turn 64 and we're at 69 mil. So that happens. Yeah, that happened in between like the 60 to 65, right? So as long as you watch that, it seems like it's fine. All right, so we're at turn 72. We're kind of past the 1 key mark already, which is nice. So even if we don't end up fixing Hellborn, it was the 1 key. $700 mil there. I'm sorry, 700,000. Corpulent almost at 800,000 there. Now, if we're having to watch Hellborn's Sprite, somebody's probably not tuned properly, but still, I mean, that was pretty good. The damage is pretty good for where we're at. Still works out nicely. And so I'm sure once it gets fine-tuned a little bit more, it'll be even better. All right. So she have a shield off? She does. Let's check this. All right, so this is what I'm seeing here. Yep, that's what I'm gonna say right now is, so I see Krisk has 1 shield, she's got 1, he's got 1. So I want to stop this quickly because what we've noticed in this comp is, as you're going to see, I'm on turn 76. We do have another shield that dropped again. So we have one Krisk has one shield. We have Hellborn has one shield and Brogni has one shield. So I stopped it on Brogni because we're going to have Brogni do his A3 again. So this was turn 76, okay? And back to auto. This should be the last time that we have to do A3 for Brogni. So keep that in mind. That was twice that we had to stop. It was in between like that 60 to 65 when Brogni's shield dropped. And now we just did it again. What was it, like turn 75, 76? When 3 of them were missing a shield as well. That we just have to pause it, as you saw, take it off auto. Brogni does A3 and then we should be all set. There we go. And then we can see what we could get. But what ends up happening is, like I said, US, the most damage he's gotten so far was like 263 mil, which will be great. Turn 80, 95 mil. right, we're at turn 101. And this is where it looks like it's starting to fall apart. So Brogni dropped. So now, and that's okay. We're gonna see how much we end up with. But Brogni dropped. Wah, wah, wah. And that's okay. We're still at the very easy 1 key. So we'll see what we end up getting. All right, there goes Hellborn. So we got 2 Krisks and Corpulent left standing. That's 1 Krisk down. And again, as always, the RNG. May it forever be in your favor. Okay. Look at that, 890,000 on Corpulent. Those hits. Can't wait to see how much damage he's gonna do. What he ends up at. Okay. Turn 110. All right. 791. So turn 113, we're at 156 mil. Krisk dropped, and we have one Corpulent Cadaver left standing. One Corpulent left standing. See how long he can do this on his own for. All right, not much longer. Look at him go. The last champion standing. And a lot less damage now too, you can see. As the shields are wearing off. Okay. And there it is. All right, a half hour, which is what I expected. This was gonna take about a half hour, right? So a half hour, 163 million damage. Now look at Corpulence, 118. Check that, right? Check that. All right, Krisks, we have 3.2 mil, 4.6 mil, 2.2 mil on Hellborn, Brogni 34 mil, and Corpulent Cadaver a whopping 118 mil damage, all on his own. Isn't that crazy? That's insane. All right, so what we did was we did a second run. The only change we made was Hellborn Sprite. We added 2 more points of speed to her. That's it. We only added 2 more points of speed to Hellborn Sprite. And you're gonna see we jumped up to 260 mil. And not just that, look at Corpulent Cadaver at 202 mil by himself. So we have Krisk at 4.3 mil. Second Krisk at 6 mil. Hellborn Sprite's at 2.7. Brogni's at 45 mil. And Corpulent Cadaver at a whopping 202 mil damage. Again, it was only ended up being like a 5-minute longer run. But the first run we did was 163 mil. So we almost got another 100 mil just with that one small change of adding 2 more points of speed to Hellborn Sprite. Which is amazing, right? Which is really, really amazing. So US and Mullet, thank you guys so much for letting me showcase this. If you don't know what comp this is the Infiniti Shield comp. And there's a couple different options as well too that we've been talking about, like running it. Like if you don't have a second Krisk, there's a Lanicus, Sandlash Survivor, maybe like a second Hellborn Sprite. So a couple different variations of it. But obviously, like clearly this was a 1 key. So thank you very much. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out some more videos up here in the playlist on the top right.